What up guys, Drifty here, back at it again with another video, and I finally got my hands on the 67 Camaro. It's a pretty cool casting. It's a throwback to the past, you know. For those who don't know, this is a re-release of a car. A picture should appear right now. You can see right there. And it's pretty cool. They're doing like a throwback, you know, Hot Wheels. Nice flames, pretty cool paint, an opening hood. When? What up guys, Drifty here, back at it again with another video, and today we're gonna review this 67 Camaro right here. But you've seen a thumbnail on the bottom left, it says guess that car. So before we continue with the review, let's reveal the answer from the previous episode. Alright, so the correct answer is the Volkswagen Beetle. A lot, if not all of you got it correct, it's the Volkswagen Beetle. But for those in case who missed out my comment, it was a pinned comment. I'll only be taking the first 3 people who guessed it correctly, and as for the 4th person, it'll be just one of you, just a random thing right here. So the 4 people who got it correct are Server GTR, Kevin Atronomos Prime, Hero number 2, and Cliff Burton. Don't worry guys, if you guys want another chance of seeing your name on the drawing block, be sure to watch till the end of the video. I'll be doing another Guess That Car. Alright, so now let's talk about the 67 Camaro, and before we get to the main feature or features of this car, let's talk about the paint of the car basically. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a throwback to an earlier release of this car. It's a pretty interesting move by Hot Wheels to like decide just reuse the whole design of a car they used last time and put it on a new 2017 mainline car. I'm not complaining here. It's a pretty cool thing right here, and it looks pretty nice. I know the flames, they don't look real, but I think this is what they're trying to go for, make it look cartoony. Pretty nicely printed on this car. 67 Camaro, Hot Wheels logo on the rear, and on the hood I like how the flames transitions into a stripe. Same thing on the other side, no front or rear light tempos. But this car is exceptionally light and smaller, slightly smaller than your usual Hot Wheels car, and because of that, it's really quite light. It feels really light in my hands. Doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel nice in my hand because of how light it is. This is my opinion, but I like it when the cars are heavier. The reason why this car is so light, well, this is where we get to the changes made in this car. First, plastic base. Last time, this car, even though it was in the mainline series, it used to have a metal base. But I guess recently, Hot Wheels has been doing more budget cuts and removing cars with metal bases. So it kind of sucks that this 67 Camaro right here is one of those victims and ends up with a plastic base like this. It kind of sucks. So not only that, I mentioned earlier, the hood doesn't open anymore. When the picture of this car was leaked on T100, the T100 blog spot, everybody on Instagram was disappointed that they sealed off the front hood. So it doesn't open anymore. It's supposed to open like this car right here. As you can see, opening features are really fun. You can see the engine, and maybe you can display your car like that. But nope, since it's sealed, you can't see it anymore. It kind of sucks that they did this. It's a pretty sad day for us Hot Wheels collectors. Anyways, despite all the changes made to this casting, we can't disrespect this car because this was one of the first few Hot Wheels cars that Hot Wheels has made, the 67 Camaro. So, I mean, as much as, you know, maybe some of you hate it, some of you like it, this will always remain in the Hot Wheels history as one of the coolest castings ever. But this Camaro is pretty cool. I'm just really disappointed that it has a plastic base and an opening hood. Well, now that you guys know how I feel about this car, let's rate this car. Alright, so I think some of you are kind of scared that I might butcher this car in the rating. Don't worry, I won't be so strict because, you know, it has some history to it, so I can't be so bad with it. As for its style, it looks stylish, of course. I know the rear wheel is enlarged, but on some cars they look nice when the rear wheel is enlarged. So the style looks pretty cool. The flames are cartoony, but they're alright. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. As for value, it's pretty standard that on a basic Hot Wheels car. You know, the dollar mainline, you could say, in the USA, 4 out of 5. As for details, no front or rear light tempos, no nothing, no whatnot. So definitely no details going on in this car. Just a 2 out of 5. Simple details and whatnot, like front molding. As for special, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 because it has, oh wait, it doesn't have an opening hood. Obviously a 1 Okay, a 2 out of 5. It does have rolling wheels at least. So as long as the car has the rolling wheels, I'll give it a 2 out of 5. As for realism and large rear wheel, as mentioned earlier, and the proportions, I'm sure it's out of proportion as compared to the real Camaro. But all in all, I guess it looks like a car. It's a Camaro. It's a distinguishable Camaro. I give it a 3 out of 5. So, for my final score for this car, well, it's basically a pretty alright 3 out of 5. What would you guys rate this car? Tell me in the comments below. Well, before we end off this video, let's do another Guess That Car. I am your father. Just kidding, that's not how Darth Vader sounds like. But yeah, here is your hint, guys. What car is this? There's a picture of Darth Vader on it, but on what casting? Remember, put your guesses in the comments below. So yeah, alright, here is one last look. Alright. There you have it, guys, for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys missed out my previous video, click on the top right or another random video on the bottom right. Don't forget to subscribe to both of my channels, and don't forget to put your guesses in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a good day. I have a good evening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.